Proceeding ahead on the path, we come to a staircase going up and a firm-looking set of doors on the left. There better be treasure here. The smell of gold's thick in the air, mate. All right, let's go inside. It better open now, says Kid, putting the key we found into the lock. As the lock clicks, we're suddenly showered in all colors of light. Must have been an enchanted lock. Whatever's on the other side of this door has got to be good. The heavy doors open, slowly. Inside the room, I gasp at the awesome spectacle laid out before our eyes. Despite the sparse light, a brimming mountain of silver, gold, and other precious-looking artifacts shimmer and twinkle throughout this huge treasure vault. Kid is almost drooling at the sight, but to be fair, a sight like this would captivate most people. Enormous heaps of riches are piled before our eyes in amounts most people will probably never see in their entire lives. It looks to be authentic. Remember, our goal is the flame. Do not waste time with frivolities, says Majel flatly. Geez, I told you, I know. Regardless of Majel's warning, Kid can't help but be taken aback. She gawks at the room's contents in awe until... Hey, what's that in the back on that pedestal? There, a palm-sized jewel radiates a pale crimson light, resting patiently behind the other treasure. It looks as though it's a roaring flame that's somehow been frozen in time. The frozen flame. As Majel glides over towards the pedestal, I nervously call out. Come on, take it before someone realizes we're here. Be careful, we can't afford falling into a trap. It doesn't matter what you say, but we should be careful. Fine, Kid frustratedly says, glancing back at the door. Just remember we're short on time. After investigating the pedestal for a little while, Serge was correct. It does seem to be trapped. Majel steps back, mumbling something in a low voice while placing his hand near the base of the pedestal. Slowly, an inscription begins to emerge on its surface, shining brightly for a moment. It should be disarmed now, he says, before cautiously lifting the scarlet jewel from the pedestal. Serge's party got the frozen flame. I thought that it did not matter. But apparently, we'll see. We got the frozen flame. I'm used to something else happening. Whew, we did it! With a sigh of relief, I turn towards Majel. He's looking intently at the flame. Way to go, Majel! All right, let's... Suddenly the gem shatters into 1,000 pieces in Majel's hand. It's a fake, indeed. That fiend Lynx would never have left the real flame in a place like this. Damn. Suddenly, an alarm bell rings out, the room lights up, and heavy metal bars fall in front of the door. Yeah, it does not matter. The alarm gets triggered, no matter which option you choose. Our only exit is blocked. I look around only to see Kid holding a fancy crown, suddenly realizing what she's done. Serge's party got the golden crown. Well, we got something. That dim-witted dingo, I say to myself. Oh, she's such a dingo. Suddenly, out of the corners of the room, 4 mechanical birds suddenly come to life. Intruder alert! Intruder alert! Their loud, metallic screeching only adds to my uneasiness. It doesn't look like it'll open, says Majel, checking the iron bars in front of the door. But before Majel can even finish his sentence, we start to hear deep, snarling voices somewhere outside the room. Which way is it coming from? A heavy voice asks. Sounds like the treasure vault's alarm to me. The voices continue to get louder and louder as we stand motionless inside the room. We silently gawk at each other, hoping any one of us will have some sort of plan. Kid hides herself under a mountain of gold coins. Quick, hide, mate! I frantically look around the room. There, over in the far corner, there's an empty treasure chest behind a post. I dash over towards it, climb in, and close the lid. Looks like there's no one here, boss. That's strange. No one's ever been able to open this old thing. Been able to escape this old thing, even. Softly opening the lid of the chest, I take a peek outside through the small crack and see 5 goblins bedecked in armor, having unlocked the iron bars and standing just a few feet from me. They look around the room and restlessly, peeking into the shadows. Eventually, one of them raises his head to speak. Maybe a rat set it off. The cook was complaining about rats just the other day. Rats? Are you trying to tell me a rat set off the trap? A fat goblin questions the other with a doubtful face. And with that, squeak, 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 comes from the corner, over by where Kid's hiding. Taken aback, the goblins stop moving and look at each other. After a little while, the chief slowly strokes his chin and says, No, actually, wasn't it stray cats that the cook was complaining about? Meow, meow, comes the voice a second time. Again, the goblins glance at each other. That's strange. What I heard was that it was a vicious hecarim that raided the pantry, I think. Not a peep this time. I can only picture Kid racking her brain, trying to think of what a hecarim sounds like. Just as I thought. A thief, says one of the guards. But just as they start to approach... Oh, well then. It certainly is a hecarim, without a doubt, one of them says, exchanging a smile with the others. Well, that's pretty frightening then. Come on, let's get out of here. The pack begins to file out of the treasure vault. But then suddenly the goblins all spring on the pile of gold. Yeah, did you really think that was going to work? Well, what do we have here? Hey, get your hands off me, you slimy freaks, Kid says, struggling to break free. Slimy? A thief like yourself isn't in much of a position to criticize, one of them hollers at her. Kicking herself free of their grasp, Kid inches back into the corner of the room. The goblins start to corner her off, laughing to themselves. I quietly sneak out of my hiding place and unsheath my knife. Taking on an entire troop of armed goblins is a lost cause, even for Kid. What should I do? Frankly, I'm in a quandary. I've got to save her. Save myself? No, we've got to save Kid. Yeah, I can't abandon my friends, especially at a time like this, not with those baby blues. Gripping my knife tightly, I charge into the center of the room, shouting, Hey, you stupid oafs! They all turn around, staring at me blankly for a moment before their expressions turn to rage. You just came out here to die, didn't you, little man? You really want us to trample over your head that badly? Well, I suppose we can accommodate you, the goblin boss says, giving a deep laugh. Without a moment's hesitation, Kid shouts back, Don't think you can easily pick a fight with the likes of the great Kid and get away with it. What did the great Surge do? Wait a minute. So you're the elusive Kid? The boss asks as his eyes softly narrow. How sweet this is. Perhaps if I deliver your head to Lord Lynx, he'll give me a nice reward. The boss goblin takes its morning star from its side. The huge iron ball jangles down to the floor. Please don't confuse us with just any ordinary goblins, striking fear into the hearts of men everywhere. We are Lynx's elite security force, the fearsome magical gobbler team. If you got time to spout off all that nonsense, then you sure got enough time to get your asses kicked. Kid shouts, exploding with a fierce roundhouse kick. The goblin teeters and staggers, dizzied by the brunt of her attack. Let's get 'em, boys. Start with that little twerp over there. Metal balls begin to swing around, swooshing through the air with deadly speed. Jet gobbler attack, now! Slumming across the floor like the wind, the goblins simultaneously rush us. And it's battle time. Looking up, all I see is a goblin coming at me head on, ready to bash its weapon into my skull. Let's try to parry it. Frantically parrying the goblin's attack, I try to lunge with my knife. Quick as a mouse, I slice into the goblin's side. It lets loose a gnarling scream of pain as its putrid face contorts in agony. You gotta be fast with the battle commands. You can die here. And I'm trying not to let that happen. I'm 1 for 1. Kid comes to my aid, delivering a lightning-quick strike to one of the goblins. What's the matter, huh? Where's your magical gobbler skills now, or whatever you call it? The goblin can't help but collapse onto the floor in pain. Kid boots it into the jaw before backing away for her next attack. I think we got one. Quit scurrying around, Surge. Keep an eye on your own trouble. What? I did it. Another huge iron ball whizzes through the air, swinging down towards me. All right, let's try to roll over and dodge it. As quickly as I can, I roll over and try to dodge the attack. However, the iron ball strikes me square in the back, sending me clear off my feet. I hit the ground with a hard thud as the back of my head smacks against the hard stone floor. I roll over and try to recover, but the throbs of pain are unbearable. Sing, boy, sing the song of pain. Scampering away, I suddenly see a dark shadow cover the ground in front of me. Fearfully looking up, a huge goblin towers directly above my quivering body. These aren't scripted, by the way. There's checks here, so your guess is as good as mine. Die, the goblin roars, swinging its weapon down. No, I won't go that easy. Kid comes to my aid, delivering a lightning quick strike to one of the goblins. What's the matter, huh? Where's your magical gobbler skills now, or whatever you call it? The goblin can't help but collapse on the floor in pain. Kid boots it in the jaw before backing away for her next attack. Quick screwing around, Serge. Keep an eye on your own trouble. I'm trying. Somehow I managed to reel to my feet and avoid the blow. Looking up, all I see is a goblin coming at me head-on, ready to bash its head into my weapon into my skull. Try to parry again. Frantically parrying the goblin's attack, I try to lunge with my knife. However, before I can do anything, the goblin snaps me up in its thick arms and smashes me as hard as it can into the floor. My mind goes completely blank from the shock. Kid comes to my aid, delivering a lightning quick strike to one of the goblins. What's the matter, huh? Where's your magical gobbler skills now, or whatever you call it? The goblin can't help but collapse onto the floor in pain. Kid boots it in the jaw before backing away for her next attack. Quit screwing around, Serge. Keep an eye on your own trouble. Now a huge iron ball whizzes through the air, swinging down towards me. Let's roll again. As quick as I can, I roll over and try to dodge the attack. I don't think ramming it's going to do much. However, damn it, the iron ball strikes me square in the back, sending me clear off my feet. I hit the ground with a hard thud as the back of my head smacks into the hollow stone floor. I roll over and try to recover, but the jaws of pain are unbearable. Sing, boy, sing the song of pain. Scampering away, I suddenly see a dark shadow cover the ground in front of me. Fearfully looking up, a huge goblin towers directly above my quivering body. Die, the goblin rolls, swinging his weapon down. No, I won't go that easy. Beside me, an arrow of light jumps from Magel's fingertips, instantly pulverizing the goblin. The goblin topples to the ground, half vaporized. Magel stares at it with his ever-present eyes of steel as his dark cape flaps in the breeze. Long live the Lord Lynx. Glory to the magical gobbler, says the last of the goblins as it comes crashing to the ground in a bloody mess. That's the last of them. You can easily die with that one. Ooh, we got a little lucky. We got hit quite a bit, though. Went 1 for 4? It wasn't good, but we still made it. Easy, easy, says Kid, wiping some sweat off her brow. Serge, you goof, I can take care of myself, but thanks, mate, she says, cracking a smile. Her face hits me like a glimmering beam of light, cleansing my darkness and filling me with joy. I'll never forget what you did back there, even if I never see you again after tonight. We must be on our way, Magel says. There's no way of knowing who else knows we're here now. I know, that bastard's causing us too much trouble. They said they were Lynx's personal guards, yeah? They might have some valuable stuff on them. But before she even finishes speaking, Kid starts to search through the head goblin's clothes. Jeez, there's really no need to be such a scavenger. Hey, that's how I play a lot of games. Hey, what's this? She says, removing a small metal object from the goblin's pocket. It's a hand-shaped medallion of some sort, covered in archaic-looking symbols. It's a key, Magel says, walking over towards us. These markings suggest it unlocks a certain magical seal. Wow, well, they're lost, says Kid, casually putting the plate in her pocket. Damn it, they don't have any other good stuff. Cheap goblins. She stands up and looks around, sighing. It'd be a waste to leave all this loot behind, though. We can always come back for it later, Kid. Kid turns around and grins. Yeah, you're right. Okay, let's go. The night won't last forever. And we did it. Hooray. From the treasure vault, paths extend to the left and right. The right path proceeds back towards the terrace, while an ascending staircase lies to the left. I'm going to drop another save, though, because I don't always defeat those goblins. They sometimes get me. We're not done, though, not by a long shot. Let's head back towards the terrace. After a little while, we come to a door on the left. It's the storeroom again. I don't think the old lady's going to be there this time. The terrace lies ahead. Proceed on towards the terrace. After a short while, the terrace comes into view on the left. The cool evening air trickles in through the doorway, giving me a subtle reassurance. Does it heal me? Because that's what I kind of really want. We'll just proceed on through. After a while, the path splits into 3 directions. To the left is a descending staircase, while the path on the right extends into darkness. Another passageway lies ahead. Now, I want to actually take the stairs again here. As I start to slowly descend the stairs in the dim light, I stretch my hands out in front of me and try to feel for something. However, all I'm greeted with is the moist feeling of these grimy stone walls. Definitely starting to repeat itself here. We've descended the staircase. To the left lies a huge stone archway, and to the right we can see a narrow path twisting into the darkness. What we want to do is go through the archway on the left. I'm being a little careful here, because I kind of need to be. Peeping in from the arched entranceway, Kid looks astonished. Wow, look at this! I heard about these things. They're called atriums.